Good morning. We are talking about Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, and here at the end, he's talking about dealing with false prophets and false prophecy, but he uses this idea of you'll know them by their fruits. And I think that it's a very helpful way to live discernibly in lots of areas in our lives, is that we become fruit inspectors, that we look at how what we're doing is producing anything in our lives. And so if you look at certain behaviors and certain habits and certain kind of things that you're taking into your life, and you do some fruit inspecting by saying, how is this impacting me? How is this, what's the fruit of this in my life? It's a pretty helpful way of actually thinking about how is what I'm taking in impacting me. So if you're taking in an enormous amount of binge watching and things, how's that impacting me? Well, it's curiously making me more and more empty. It only fills me up for the time that I'm watching TV, and when I'm done with that, I'm empty. Is how am I filling myself up? Fruit inspect. What is this producing over time? And as we look at what we're doing is producing over time, it gives us a good analysis in terms of looking at our habits. How are your habits helping you? Are you exercising? Are you not exercising? Are you exercising yourself spiritually? Are you spending time praying? Are you spending time in the scriptures, reading and taking in truth? How is that working? So oftentimes when people say, well, I'm doing this and this and this and this, and I just am doing this. And I say, well, how's that working for you? And if they think about that for a second, say, well, it isn't really working for you. Well, then why are you doing it? Why are you continuing in these habits that are not producing anything good, anything godly, anything holy, anything spiritually fruitful in your lives? And if we become fruit inspectors in this, I think we cut out certain things out of our lives and we start to assimilate other things that are much more healthy for us. That's our thing to think about today. How is what you're doing producing fruit in your life? And if it's not, then you need to change it up. That's our word for today. Thanks so much for joining me.